I'm always so excited to see you guys. I always get so giddy and like weird on camera. But I just want to let you guys know that this is a live video. So I'm filming this live, meaning there are no edits, there are no cuts. It's just rawness, it's just me. And if you're in a state where it's legal to smoke marijuana, ooh, y'all seen that? Anyway, if you're in a state where it's legal, I'm gonna be possibly smoking a J while I talk about this, depending on how the conversation goes. I don't anticipate anyone in this live because I am new to this YouTube thing. Not really new, but kind of new to actually just posting regardless of views, because I used to only post thinking I needed views every time I posted something. Back in the day, I really just didn't understand the internet. But anyway, yeah, so if you find this video later in life, a year later, 2 years later, months later, I just want to know that blah, 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 blah. This is why I hate life. I talk a lot. I have ADHD. I be talking so much. I talk fast. But if you find this video anytime in the future, I just want you to know I found you for a reason. I hope what I say in this live like really helps the girlies get to nitty gritty. Thanks, airplane. Get to the nitty gritty of exactly what's keeping you single. Like, I really want to do a whole series on love blockages and things that keep us single that we don't realize. And something that kept me single that I didn't realize, like, kept me out of a long-term healthy relationship, because I reached a point where I was done playing the field, I was done dating around, whatever, and I wanted to be serious, but I had like a hard time like getting what I wanted out of relationships because like I guess I had unconscious things I wasn't aware of, right? Don't we all, right? So I'm gonna be talking about that. So come in, come in, come in. Have a seat, make a snack, okay? I'm gonna treat this like a FaceTime call, okay? So, girl, let me tell you something. So, 7 years ago, your girl, she had her glow up and then dated poorly after the glow up because she didn't know how to like handle like being this attractive after not feeling attractive. I know it's like hard to believe because like I mean, but you know, life is real. So yeah, life did me bad and then did me good, and I didn't know how to deal with like the different types of men that would come my way, or the different types of attention, or the volume of attention that I got. So I ended up like just having a whole phase and just like not really taking anyone serious, and then when I want to take someone serious they want to take me serious. It was just that cat and mouse thing, like I want you, you don't want me, vice versa. For it was like that for a couple years, and then I realized, you know, I always have the ball in my court for the most part. Like, I don't know about you, if you're a woman like myself who always has the ball in her court, who's always in control of things, who always knows like at the end of the day I could walk away, I want you more than you want me. That was me dating. Like, I only dated guys that liked me more than I liked them, and that was just it. Like, I never dated a guy that like I liked him more than me. And honestly, I hope I can turn the chat on. And if I can't turn the chat on and you're in here, just send a like. I love likes. Don't you love liking? It's free. So make sure you like, ooh, at least 1 minute video is needed to start before I highlight. I'm new to this live thing, but if you just joined the live, welcome. My name is Kay. I'm here to talk about relationships. I'm here to talk about love blockages. I'm here to talk about things that women aren't. Thank you for liking. I'm here to talk about things that women aren't familiar or aren't conscious of when they are dating. So yeah, back to my story. I just wanted to date differently, so I basically found that I never had my heart broken. I was 24, 25, no, 26, and I come to this conclusion age 26 that I've never had a heartbreak. I've never had my heart broken. And I used to be ugly, like, you know, and even when I guess I thought, quote unquote, I was ugly and I wasn't attractive to guys, I still never had a heartbreak. I don't know how. I think I just dated safely. And by safely, I mean like, oh, he's really attractive, I'm not gonna go for him. It's like, if you're attracted to him, why don't you go for who you're attracted to? I guess I was going for people who I knew wouldn't break my heart because they're lucky that I'm even talking to them. So I guess just never dating in my league, I guess, which was just a total cop out. And then when I would meet someone who quote unquote is in my league, I guess I would be the one to like shy away or something, or like I'd be the person who's like ruining the relationship. I don't fucking know. Like, I was like toxic, okay? But I have some tea for you. I'm talking about like last year tea. Like, I'm talking about 2024 tea, okay? Like last year, 2023 to 2024. Those 2 years of my life. I was like, wow, guys, like, I've never had a heartbreak. Like, I've never had my heart broken. Like, I've seen girls go through heartbreak and they get through it every time. Like, I've seen women on the internet crying about some dude who broke her heart, you know? And yeah, I don't know why I just didn't also feel like I related to them. But I was like, yeah, I've been sad about a dude, but I've never been that sad about a dude. So that's why I just didn't relate to how other women would be in their feelings. Make sure you guys sending likes if you guys are viewing, because I want to hear more from you guys. I wish I had an open chat. I really don't know how to do that at this point, but maybe when this video is over, you can leave a comment on what you think. We don't know. But yeah, so I just saw other girls on the internet, and they always had like some long paragraph: heartbreak is not easy, being cheated on sucks. I was 26, never been cheated on, never had my heart broken. Do you understand? But I want to get married though. How you never been cheated on, never had your heart broken, but you want to get married? You know what I'm saying? I didn't realize that was the case for me. So yeah. So yeah, I didn't realize that was the case for me. But I realized that, and I guess I was more open to possibly having an exchange with a man who might break my heart, because I was like, I want to know what it feels like. Never had my heart broken. So I come across a dude who I can tell probably ain't ish. Like, you know, you can usually tell by how someone looks or how they come off. But I just proceeded as if he wasn't the piece of crap. And yeah, guys, this guy would lie all the time. He would hide what he's doing all the time. Like, he just wasn't honest. And that was the big thing for me. Like, someone who lies a lot. Like, he was just not honest at all, guys. And then he would only want to see me like twice a month or once a week. And I would just be like, what the fuck? And then he would say things like, oh, when I'm ready for a relationship, you're the first person I would choose. But then he dragged me on and like tied, like, what is it called? Strung me along. Yes. He strung me along for like a year. We were on and off, back and forth, dating, sometimes not dating, and the sex. Oh, that was immaculate. That was the best part of the whole entire relationship. But when it came down to committing and being serious, couldn't get him to be serious for shit. Now, the guy I'm describing, I'm sure like you guys probably are familiar with this type of guy. It's very common guy in the world, right? But I knew this guy wasn't shit. I'm a smart woman. Like, I know when I should walk away. I usually cut people off when they show a certain amount of flags. Like, usually by 1 or 2 flags, I'm out. But this time I stayed, and it's dangerous when you do that. When you stay intentionally when you know you shouldn't, it's dangerous, because then you might not be able to leave. And that's what happened to me. Like, I stayed intentionally trying to see what would happen if I had my heart broken, and what fruit would I reap if I have the fruit of a broken heart. Because I know people who have a broken heart, I know they just have better like confidence in themselves. They're more resilient in relationships. They can handle problems in relationships better. Like, they just are way more like wiser, and I want that wisdom. I know that sounds weird, but like, why would someone like date someone and get their heart broken on purpose just so they can be wiser? Like, that's so stupid. Well, look, I like science. I like social science. I like sociology. I like psychology. I like weird brain neurology shit. Okay, so of course someone like me would do something like that, but I'm not here to tell y'all to just start experimenting on each other. Don't do what I did, because girl, that was very hard. Like, that was a very hard breakup for me. Like, I did it on purpose to get my heart broken, but it was very hard for me to get over him. It's hard for me to stop thinking about him. It's hard for me to like eat, work out, like live a normal life, because I'm going through a heartbreak, and I just like wanted to see what it was like, because I never had my heart broken. So this dude's breaking my heart. Like, he looks me in my face after spending so much time with me, saying he has to go and he doesn't want a relationship, and then just like hurt. And I was just like, what the fuck? And I know this nigga, like, I know he's nothing, like, you know, but like at the same time, I'm just like blind at this point. Like, I literally stayed to the point where I was blind to all of his negative traits, and I only saw the good ones. And you know like what happens when we only see the good traits in men, right? Oh boy, when we only see the good traits in men, we end up like just accepting piss poor behavior and things that are inexcusable, you know? Like, he drove by like the day I broke up with him, because we were going back and forth because he wouldn't text back, and I was just like, your communication is terrible. And I was communicating with him about that. I was like, you don't communicate enough, and you're just terrible. And he was gaslighting, not taking accountability, trying to switch the blame, playing victim, all that shit. So I got tired, and I just sent him a paragraph, broke up with him. And then he drove by my house with another girl in his car on purpose, so I make sure that I saw it, right? And I was just kind of just like, what am I doing? Like, why am I dealing with this? It's just like, Kayla, he's like, you know he ain't shit. Like, why are you still entertaining this? I don't know. It just felt like for a moment, like, I just guess, like, I wanted to explore the deepest depths of my heart. I wanted to know what it was like if I just loved someone and never let go. Like, I never loved someone that deep. Like, I ain't gonna lie. Like, I don't have a kid. I never went to the part of a relationship with a man, like the most climaxing part of the relationship with a man, where you have a baby and you make life with him. Like, I've never been that close to anybody, and I feel like I haven't really been close to anyone. So I just felt like I wanted to just be vulnerable. Like, I think I was really practicing vulnerability because I really had a hard time. I had a hard time being vulnerable. So yeah. So yeah, guys, like, that is basically what I ended up doing. I ended up like just dating a piss poor guy who would lie to me all the time. He had a baby mother, so like when he disappeared, where I thought he was, like, and then I would ask him, do you still love your baby mother? He could not even answer me. Like, I was like, ugh, like, it's just like, do I have to even get into it? Like, I can go on a list of things that this guy has did, but the list is probably very familiar to the list of guys. This is why doing live is so hard for me, so please be patient because I stutter a lot. And live, like, you can actually see how much I stutter and talk fast, but we are all natural today. We are being authentically ourselves. So yeah, but yeah, you can imagine, like, the list of things wrong with him was similar to the list of things wrong with a lot of guys in society. Very common list. You can probably find a bunch of girls with the same complaints about guys they know, so I don't have to get into detail about how terrible he was. Just know that little Mr. Thing, because not Miss Thing anymore, because they sassy now, so little Mr. Thing, like, he thought he had audacity. Like, he thought he was El Chapo or something, because he came in here thinking I was going to take him back one day, like, and I did, because I was weak. I took him back, but I took him back with a mindset of, like, I'm here to play with you now. Like, I'm taking you back so I can play with you. And I did that. I played. I got revenge back. And I still was sad at the end. I was like, this is still bad. So I ended up, like, coming on a journey when I was just like, you know what, guys? Like, you know what? Like, I'm gonna have to get over dude, because I have to remember why I even dated him in the first place, was just to experiment. I didn't date him because I liked him. I dated him because I wanted to know what it was like to be hurt. I didn't date him with any tension besides that. And I forgot. I forgot the plan. I made a plan. I went into the freaking battlefield and I forgot the plan. Like, that's basically what happened, guys. And then I remembered the plan at the end. I was like, oh shit, don't forget the plan. Like, get in, learn your lessons and get out, girl. And I learned my lessons. I got out. To this day, I feel like he still drives by and tries to, like, I don't know, but I could be paranoid, I don't know, but I basically wanted to talk to y'all about, like, how important it is to, like, get your heart broken before you decide you want to get married, because I was praying for a husband so hard. Like, I really am still looking for a husband. I'm getting close, though. I am getting very close. Like, the guys I've been dating, guys, are just so amazing. I've been dating such amazing guys. They take care of me. They treat me like a princess. They're emotionally available. They're so healthy. I finally got myself to be attracted to healthy men, because that was a whole thing in itself, which is another chapter for another day. But I finally got myself to be, like, more, like, attracted to healthy men, instead of thinking they're corny, cheesy, ugly, lame, whack, whatever I say, or I used to say as an excuse, instead of really looking into them and be like, you know what, you can always change your shoes. I know that sounds crazy, but I am an honest person. I am authentically myself, and I will say, like, I was, like, I guess unconsciously superficial about, like, male appearances, without realizing, like, I wouldn't want a man to treat me that way. So I had to, like, catch myself, heal that, and be like, okay, if you can take me as I am, I can take you as you are. Just please don't wear that shirt for dinner. Like, you can communicate these things. Like, a man who likes you, a man who's down for you, he'll be like, you don't like my shirt, babe? Fine, I'll change my shirt. Like, it's not that serious. It was just sometimes, like, and the thing is, I'm a nerd, right? And I like nerds. So, like, I had to, like, come to terms with that. So it's a whole nother video I'm gonna do on how I changed my type, because that was actually a journey in itself. It was an up and down journey, because I was crying when I was I cried that whole entire healing journey, guys. Like, when I had to change my type of guy I was attracted to, that was the hardest shit ever. It's like, it's crazy. I realized it's nothing to do with appearance. It's a lot to do with, like, internal character. I had to change what type of character attracted me. Like, I liked confidence, but the type of confidence I liked was a problem, so, like, I can get into that. I'm also selling an ebook soon, guys. It's for digital marketing, so if you're into digital marketing, that's a whole nother chapter. I'm gonna get into it, but for now, I just wanted to tell you guys, like, if you want to get married and you want to be a wife, like, you have to date and you have to get hurt. You can't just date like and not let someone break your heart. Like you can't just date and be like, nah, I ain't dating nobody. If someone's gonna hurt me, I'm just gonna be alone. That's what a lot of people do nowadays, and I think that's like what messes you up. Like you can't just date nobody just for fear. Like you can't avoid heartbreak. Like you know what I'm saying? And that's what I used to do, and that's like a love blockage, guys. Avoiding getting your heart broken creates a love blockage, because then how would God trust you with anything if He can't trust you with pain? My pastor said that. Smokes weed after she did that. Okay, I know. I'm a new age Christian though. I'm being free with you. But anyway, but for real, guys, like how can God trust you with pain? How God gonna trust you with pain if you're afraid of it? You know what I'm saying? And when you're trusted with pain, God can trust you with pleasure and trust you with things like that, because He knows that pain is not gonna make you run away from God or lose your faith in God. And that I didn't understand that either, but now I do. I would love to share that with people. So like, yeah, like so far, you know, if anything I said so far helped you change your life, change your mindset, please share this with another person, like the video, or leave a comment after I post this, okay? But honestly, like, that's what it was, and that's what my intuition led me. That's why my intuition led me to selecting to date someone who I knew was like downgrading, you know? Like I'm a single woman who's doing good for herself. I don't have kids, but I dated someone with a baby mother and had a baggage. I did that because I just felt like I could learn something. And you never know what could happen. It could have ended up good for all I know, but you know, it didn't. But I still learned a lot from that relationship that I needed to take with me for my next relationship. Like if I didn't date that toxic person, if I didn't get my heart broken, I wouldn't know how to deal with tough situations and relationships that are like a limbo. Like that toxic person and I would go through limbos a lot. Like we were always like, I don't know what we are. I don't know if we're together or not. I don't know what this is. And that happens sometimes in real healthy relationships when you guys are fighting. Like it can happen. Limbo. Even if it's not breaking up, like you can have a time where you don't know what the case is with your person. But if I didn't experience that with that toxic person, I think if I was in a healthy relationship and I had some type of a limbo experience with my partner, I think I would have been quicker to break up and walk away had I not experienced like a toxic person. So like I just want everyone to know, like, you should be thankful for every toxic person in your life, guys. Like, I think we should be thanking our exes more, you know, instead of, like, being mad that our exes, like, hurt us. I think it's so important to be like, you know, I needed that pain. Thank you. Like, thank you for making me have to, like, fall in love with myself, madly in love with myself. Like thank you for like making my self-confidence so low that I had to rebuild it, but with my own opinions involved. Like thank you for like making me look at myself in the mirror the way I looked at myself in the mirror, so now I can see myself as I see it now. I know it doesn't make sense, but it's just like some things that happen during breakups and during like toxic relationships is like you lose like your lust for life, you lose your independence, you're codependent, and you lose your like self-confidence. And I just feel like when you go through this heartbreak and you do the right things, because the fruit of heartbreak does not apply to people who don't put the work in. You only reap the fruit of heartbreak if you're willing to put the work in. Okay, let me be clear with that. Okay, and the work is not even work. The work is nothing more than just not letting yourself stay down. Okay, and I see it as this: if I know that like I have attachment issues, you know, I'm not going to be able to like date someone, even if I'm in a healthy relationship. Like I just felt like I would have been unhealthy trying to date somebody like, you know, who's healthier than me. You know what I'm saying? And I have attachment issues, and then they leave the house, and then like I want to call them and stuff. Like I honestly I'm just thankful, you know. I am very thankful. I wish I could like see who's coming in. I had 17 people in here, 15 people in here even. But yeah, so I also learned a lot about limerence, about when you get your heart broken, about like wanting someone you can't have. Like I learned a lot about how to like get over those type of emotions. Just in case you get married and you get divorced, and you know, it's important to know how to handle heartbreak. Like God needed to trust me with heartbreak before He gave me a husband. It's just crazy how God did that. Like God was like, you need to know what it's like to like want somebody and want someone to do good and like all that shit. And you know, because I really protected my heart like really good, and I never like got to experience that. So, wanted to show you guys my keyboard. I kind of know how to play the keyboard, but I'm not really. But yeah, it's just something I wanted to do. My friend got me this keyboard because I told her I had to give my keyboard away to charity, not by choice. Long story. Anyway, so yeah, guys. So yeah, this is what I wanted to talk about. I hope you guys enjoyed this little chat I had with you guys on live today. I'm gonna do way more chats on live about like relationships and like things I've been through. But like it's important. It's so important, guys, that you let yourself get your heart broken. You feel me? Like at least one time. One time. You feel me? Don't put this wall up. And it's okay to be vulnerable, okay? Stop being afraid of getting your heart broken so much to the point you can't even get love in your life. That's a love blockage, Bookie. I'm looking cross-eyed probably. I don't care. Okay? But being so afraid of heartbreak, it's gonna lead to more heartbreak. So date somebody, they break your heart, you better get up again and love somebody again, okay? That's all I want for people. So thanks for watching. Subscribe to my channel, like the video if it helps you change your life, gave you a new perspective about something. Leave a comment below. What's your experience with limerence? Like, what's your experience with heartbreak? What's your experience with heartbreak before you got in a relationship and after you got in a relationship? Like didn't it make you better? Like, am I wrong? Like, heartbreak is actually like everything. Like, heartbreak is actually that flaw. Like, I actually kind of like looked forward to like another heartbreak. I know that sounds crazy, but I was like, you know what? If I get my heart broken one more time, I'm actually not gonna be mad. Because I'm like, you know what? I actually know I'm gonna be okay because I was okay the first time. And that was what God was trying to show me. Like, girl, you didn't get your heart broken enough. So, like, now this one boot break your heart, you're gonna think you wanna die. You're gonna be like, oh, I just too much. Like, that's how I'm dramatic. I am very dramatic. I'm very dramatic. I'm overstimulated. I'm a very passionate, profound person. So, when I get my heart broken, I take that to the grave. I take that serious. It's like an inherited thing, like passed down. I'm not even playing with y'all. So, like, God made sure, like, you need to go through this, learn through this, take the wisdom and go. Okay? All right, like, comment, subscribe. KL Liveys. Love you. See you later.